All right, let's talk about a sport that feels like it just appeared out of nowhere, right? It's taking over courts and clubs all over the world. So if you've been seeing these strange glass courts pop up and wondering, what is that? Well, you're about to find out. We're diving into the phenomenon that is Padel. So, let me ask you a quick question. What sport has over 25 million players, but you, maybe, have only just heard of it in the last year or so? Sounds kind of crazy, right?
Yep, the answer is Padel. And that number? 25 million. That's not a typo. That is how many people are playing this game across the globe. We're not talking about some small niche hobby here. This is a full-blown global community.
And it's not just a lot of people in one place. Its reach is just absolutely insane. Padel has spread to more than 90 countries. Seriously, from Europe to South America, Asia, you name it, this sport is popping up everywhere.
Okay, to really put this into perspective, let's just look at one country, Spain. This is basically the heartland of padel. They have over 20,000 courts, just in Spain. It's not just a sport there, it's completely woven into the fabric of everyday life.
So the big question is, how? How did this happen? How did a sport just explode like this? Well, that brings us to our first part here. We're going to look at how Padel took over the world.
And look, let's be super clear about this. This isn't some flash in the pan, a fad that's going to disappear next year. All the numbers, all the growth, it all points to one thing. Padel is, without a doubt, one of the fastest growing sports on the planet. But to really get why it's blowing up, we got to go back, way back to the beginning.
Because this whole thing, this global phenomenon, it didn't start in some fancy corporate boardroom with a marketing plan. Nope. It started in a backyard. And honestly, it was pretty much an accident.
This timeline right here tells the story perfectly. Check this out. It all kicks off in 1969. A guy named Enrique Corcuera builds a court in his backyard in Acapulco because he didn't have enough space for a full tennis court. Now, fast forward a few decades to 2013, and bam, the World Padel Tour is launched, a full-blown professional league. That's a wild journey from a home project to a global stage, right?
Okay, so we know it's huge and we know where it came from, but what is it? What are people actually doing on these courts? What makes it so different? Let's break down the game itself. Probably the easiest way to wrap your head around it is to compare it to tennis, something we all know. First off, the court is smaller, and it's surrounded by walls, kind of like squash. Then there's the racket. It's solid, no strings. These might sound like small changes, but they completely change the game. And get this, because of these differences, the rallies last, on average, a whopping 60% longer than in tennis. That's huge! Let's zoom in on that racket for a second. It's solid, it's got these holes in it, but no strings. Now, what does that do? Well, it completely shifts the focus of the game. It's not about raw, blistering power. It's designed for control, for finesse, for putting a nasty spin on the ball. It's more of a chess match than a slugfest.
And this is the part that gets everyone hooked. It all starts easy enough, with a simple underhand serve. The rally gets going. But here's the magic trick. The ball zips past you, you think the point's over, but then it smacks off that back glass wall, and it's still live. The ball is still in play. It completely changes everything and opens up this whole new dimension of strategy. That's the secret to those super long, super exciting rallies.
Okay, so the rules are cool, the court is unique, but that's only half the story. That's the what. To really understand the why it's growing so fast, we need to talk about the spirit of Padel. It's more than just a sport.
Literally everything about this game is designed to be social. First off, you always play in doubles. Always. So it's a team game right from the get-go. And because the court is smaller, all four players are physically close to each other. You're constantly talking, laughing, strategizing. The whole point, really, is to have fun with other people.
And if you had to boil it all down to just two words, this is it right here: competitive socializing. It is the absolute perfect description. You get that competitive fire, you want to win, but the whole vibe is fun, it's friendly, it's social. That right there, that's the secret sauce. So, you see, none of this is an accident. The smaller court, the doubles-only rule, the walls, it's all been engineered for teamwork, strategy, and most importantly, fun. And maybe that's exactly why it's blowing up right now. In a world where we're all staring at screens, this game gives you a real-world reason to connect with people, to compete, and to build a little community. Which really leaves us with one big question to think about, doesn't it? In a world where everyone's looking for ways to be active and to actually connect with other humans, has Padel accidentally stumbled upon the perfect formula? Is this super addictive mix of sport and social life the future of how we all play? I don't know, but it really seems like it could be.